Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 8, and today I'll show you how you can import contacts from your SIM card to the device. I first need to find my SIM card. Oh god, please don't tell me I left it in one of the phones before. Or maybe there is one. Let's quickly check. And there is. Nice. Oops. Oh, there we go. So it looks like I left it before. Okay. So anyway, let's just get started. We're gonna first open up our contacts application, and here we are not going to be using the Google contacts, which is a benefit. And when you open the application up, you can click right here on these three dots and then select Settings. And from the settings, you want to select Import Contacts. It will pop up with this notification, so allow contacts to send you notifications. Now, we do need to allow this, but there is no absolute fucking reason for this. There is no reason why this application in itself, because it's referring to contacts as an application itself, not the contacts that are in it, should be ever sending us any notifications. And even if it wants to, we should be able to deny it. But for some reason, Samsung makes it mandatory, because if you do this, well, tough shit, you're not importing shit till you give us the permission. Anyway, from there, you can select where you want to import contacts from. So for me, that will be the SIM card, and that will then subsequently display all the contacts that are located on that SIM card. Now, for me, this is just 3 different contacts, so there isn't any more on there. And here you can select all of them if you want to, or each individually, or you can select all and deselect ones that you don't want. Whichever way works the best for you. That's how you want to do it. And from there, once you have everything selected that you do want to import, click on the Done button, and this will then display options where you can import these contacts to. Now I have several options in here, so I do have a Samsung account signed in and Google account signed in, and I can choose either one of those or also the phone. Now before you select any of the options, I want to talk about the privacy aspects, concerns about this. So when choosing either Samsung or Google, you are uploading contacts to the cloud, which therefore means that someone like Samsung or Google has access to these contacts, and you can be sure as shit they're not gonna let it just sit on their servers and store this for you willy-nilly without ever using this information. And contacts are a goddamn goldmine of info, as you can fill out some very personal information in there that these companies should never have access to. And furthermore, they're using you as a kind of like a patsy for gaining access to this info without needing to ask for permission. You're giving them the permission to have access to this information, which I don't know about you, but it sounds fucking retarded that you would be used as a way to consent for someone else, because that's basically what you're doing. So if this is how either one of these companies wants to do this, you know what? I give you the consent, even though it shouldn't be mine to give, to go into Google or Samsung headquarters and take whatever trade secrets that they have and sell them. I mean, hey, it might not be my data, but I sure shit can give permissions for instance, my friends and family, so I might as well give you permission for that too. So it's basically the same retarded logic. So anyway, from here, I'm going to be selecting phone, as I do like to have my friends and family have the choice of keeping their own privacy without me taking it away for them. Anyway, once you select it and click on OK, the contacts are imported. And the reason why I was so kind of bitchy about this is because if we take a look at where is it? There we go. So that's one of the numbers that is stored on the phone right now. Now where it's stored doesn't honestly matter. I'm going to click on it to view it, and I'm going to edit it. So here is everything that you can add to this contact. And by that, I also mean everything that Google or Samsung would have access to if you choose to fill it out when this contact is being stored on the cloud. So we have things like your first and last name, because we do have a drop down. Oh shit, we also have some other options in here. Well, would you like my social security number too? Next we have phone numbers, which can add multiple for different things like works and so on. Email address, address where that person lives, and then we have a birthday, websites, a relationship, notes. So you can add literally anything in here that you wanted. And this, because this is from Samsung, is a little bit more tamed than what Google gives you the options of. Google has an entire slew of options there designed to basically fleece you out of it, data that they can then sell the shit out of. So yeah. Anyway, so that's about it. That's why I recommend importing contacts to the phone itself. Now, for people that want to import it to the cloud strictly because of the benefit of having these contacts easily accessible on other devices, what you could potentially do is create a VCF file. Now, it won't be a perfect substitution to this because you'd still need to add a couple more steps to this, but it will basically make it so these contacts will be private still. They won't be touching the cloud, so therefore Google or Samsung won't have access to them, or at least theoretically they shouldn't. So you can download from Play Store, for instance, an application that will allow you to create a backup of contact lists. I believe it creates a VCF file, which you can, for instance, add as an attachment to an email, send it to yourself, and then open that file up on the other device. And it's a single-click import. You don't need any kind of additional applications for that on the other device. You just need to click on it to import it. So that would be a way to kind of circumvent the need potentially for the cloud storage, so you can have access to all these contacts on other devices. And when doing so, this would retain the photos that you have added for contacts along with the additional fields as well. Something that contacts that are stored on the SIM card do not do, as a SIM stored contact only can have the name of the contact and the number. There's no other fields to add in there. So by creating such a file, you'll be able to retain a lot of the information that you might have added to that contact and still have it easily importable to other devices. And also it would be a great backup, as you can just, zip it up and keep it somewhere on some drive. And when you lose your contacts or anything like that, you can just bring that zipped up file, import it, and you're good to go. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.